What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to Collectors Gone Digital. My name is Josh, and on today's episode, we are going to be reviewing the highly anticipated Tengoku Senso, which is going to be the upcoming game that uses the OMI token. Now, I've been in their Discord talking with one of their mods, and I happen to get my hands on one of their beta access codes. However, I am still in discussion going back and forth because I can't seem to actually get access to the game. So with that being said, let's get this video started. I'm going to start things off with a little slide I put together that breaks down exactly what you guys can expect. So in terms of today's topics, we're going to start things off with a little walkthrough of their website. We're then going to move over to the dashboard, and this dashboard is going to be where you access your weapons and player skins and stuff like that. We're going to cover some gameplay as well as some mini games that you actually have inside the dashboard as well. They have a whole collectible card trading system, so you can actually build your own collection of collectible cards. And then we do have some examples on the right hand side of some different weapons, attire, and pets that you can actually get as well. So with that being said, we're going to kick things off with a little video here, and then we're going to move over into their website. So the game is a story inspired by Japanese mythology about a world where spirits and Shinto gods coexist with humans. Tengoku Senso translates into war in heaven, as we ascend to the heavens throughout different chapters of the story to fight different gods in their different realms. Slay with style, so mix and match with different abilities from the vast skill list. And judging from that video, it does look like there are a lot of abilities. So moving from left to right here, style. Racking up your style points can be done by diversifying your actions. So naturally switching between combat classes, different projectile elements, and melee arms are an effective way to go about it. Learning new actions is as easy as going to the skill list menu, selecting a grayed out action, and clicking on it as long as you have the skill points to spare. Skills can also be refunded for players to respec their build if necessary. So if you do end up choosing something you don't end up wanting, you can get a refund on those points. We then have choreography, so combos depend on perfect timing and choreography to juggle opponents and achieve maximum damage. Parry, blocking, parrying, and dodging are all crucial parts of the game to inflict maximum damage while staying alive. And lastly, we got mobs, so face off against enemies based on the Shinto mythology. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, that's interesting, okay. The mythology is not codified in a single text, but rather it draws from a variety of ancient texts, poems, and oral traditions. So it's bits and pieces of other traditions that have essentially been put together. And by the way, it's an indigenous spirituality of Japan. Alright, so moving on, true ownership for players. We will get into this in 1 second here. I don't actually know what... Oh, it's this image getting cut off on the right. It's just overlapping, I guess. It's supposed to be a necklace, I believe, but we got a pet. So this is an example of one of the pets I mentioned. A shield, a weapon, and then this is going to be one of the characters in the background. But dive into the adventures of Tengoku, defeat multiple bosses and enemies in the realm as you progress through the story mode. A universe of games. Experience the interlinked universe of Tengoku through 4 games and counting. So it does look like more are coming in the future. We got Pachinko. I think that's how you say it. Which is going to be an arcade style game. Achieve a new high score with a twist of the Japanese classic Pachinko game. We got Gacha or Roulette. Spin the wheel to win a prize. And then Overthrow, which is going to be the card collectibles. So climb to the top through a series of challenges to be the king of cards. Why not queen? Jeez, 2023. And speaking of cards, these are going to be some of them right here. Tengoku card collectibles. And we will dive deeper into this later on in the episode. Alright, so heading over to the dashboard, this is what it is going to look like. We got our home page right now, but you're going to have your account settings, inventory, okay, so you can see how many anima, which is going to be the in-game currency they use, how much you have, sunstones, which I don't exactly know much about, and then you can also hold ETH. If I was holding any weapons or attire or pets or anything like that, this is where they would all show up. You have your activity tab, which doesn't show anything right now because I haven't done anything. Different players that I can send messages to. Account settings, not clicking on that. Character, so you can customize your character. I can't actually click on any of this right now though. But you can customize your head, your body, Nautilus, and I'm not entirely sure what this says, but you have 4 areas you can customize. So this is going to be your weapon. This looks like your arms and feet. And then I'm assuming this is probably your head and then body. The experience tab is just going to be more settings, and then the gear score tab doesn't actually work. So if I clicked on that, it doesn't actually do anything. So moving down to the updates and information tab, this is what I mean about the broken URLs. I am currently in discussion with one of their mods to try and actually get into the game, but none of these download now or play now for season 1 buttons seem to work. If I click on it, it just takes me right to Google. Now there is also the download button up here, so you can download the game right to your computer. I tried doing that as well, and it doesn't work. So the mod did make a comment about how they recently updated the application, so I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but it's not working that way either. So if I click on their marketplace tab, this is what it looks like. I do believe this is a mock-up because, well, I mean, it says $207.75 thousand in the past 24 hours. And if I click 7 days, that figure doesn't change. If I also go down to recently sold here, each one of these items have 100 units. And we're looking at mint number 13 versus mint number 65 that sold for the exact same amount of money. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's all just the same values. So I don't think any of this is real. Regardless though, this is what the layout is. Now we're going to have a player listings tab, and you do actually see items listed with OMI. 5 OMI. What is that? Like a fraction of a percentage of a cent? If I click on the drops tab, this is interesting because up until this point, I understood that, you know, VeVe and Akomi had their hands involved with this game, but I didn't exactly understand how much. When you click on one of these drops, you guys are going to look at something that looks very familiar. It's the same exact interface as the VeVe app, right? So I would not be surprised if they put this together. We're going to have a Neo Tokyo Kusanagi. Sold for 50 anima. With a rarity, a rainbow rare. We will get into the rarities in 1 second, guys. And it dropped with 100 total editions. Now, in terms of some of the items that are actually showing in the dashboard, it's not going to be a lot right now, guys. I assume they have more already made. But right now, they're displaying 3 weapons. You have the Neo Tokyo Yatamir, the Neo Tokyo Kusanagi, and then just the, I guess, normal Kusanagi. In terms of attire, you're going to have the Neo Tokyo Yasakani, which I believe is supposed to be a necklace. For pets, you're going to have the Neo Tokyo Shiba Inu, a Japanese dog. And then in terms of cards, there's actually going to be a lot more than these. Here, let's just go up to the cards tab. And here are the rarities. So you're going to have common, uncommon, rare, gold rare, woven rare, ultimate rare, and rainbow rare. I must admit, these rarities are confusing as heck. So commons look like that. Uncommons apparently have a gloss background, although to be honest, I can't really tell much of a difference. The rares now have a gloss character, but the character looks like the same in the uncommon. Is that just me? But I can't really tell a difference. The gold rares have a gloss background with a gloss character and gold numbers. I can see the difference between the gold numbers, but again, it's very hard to tell the difference. I mean, the background, I can see it slightly. I can see the difference here, but I feel like the distinction should be a little bit more obvious. Woven rares are going to have a parallel holofoil background with gold numbers. Ultimate rares are going to have a parallel holofoil background, a gloss character, gold numbers, and a crystalline border. And then a rainbow rare is going to have all of that, but instead of gold numbers, they have crystalline numbers and a rainbow border. What are your thoughts on these rarities, guys? I don't know about you, but yeah, it's just hard for me to kind of tell the difference between them all. I mean, the difference between the common and rainbow rare is obvious, but moving up the ranks, it's a little different. Now, moving down to some of these cards, I'm not going to go through them all because there is a lot of them. But as you guys can see, different rarities. A lot of them have like 4 or 5, some 3. And yeah, I guess just a bunch of different cards you can collect, build your collection, trade with others, sell them in the market. Whatever your heart desires. Now, if I do click on one of them here, let's click on this guy. A bunch of stats come up for each one. East, north, south, and west. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming that has something to do with these numbers on the card, but we'll have to wait and see there. He's a little Chinese hopping vampire, as its name suggests. It does. It hops with its feet together and arms outstretched towards its victim to suck out their spirits at night while it rests during the day in its coffin. Stereotypical vampire. Going to be a woven rare. Element is neutral. I don't know what that means either. Booster, Storm Resurgence. Can't seem to click on any of this stuff, though. It's a first edition. I think all cards that are being displayed right now are first editions. Now, if we head back to the dashboard here and we click on the mini-games tab, we're going to have 2 mini-games available. Unfortunately, for one of the 2, Overthrow, the URL is going to be broken again. If I click on it, it just takes me right to Google. Oh, no, it's the homepage, sorry. But heading back to the first one here, if I click on this, I can actually play it. What? Oh, no, I can't actually do quick play. Coming soon. I think it's just 2 players I can do, which is against myself. Battle. Get ready. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just using... okay, so the left guy I'm using WASD to move, and then the right guy I'm using just the up, down, right, and left controls. But it's like a little Street Fighter game. How do I, like... Oh. Huh! Huh! Samurai Mac wins. And last but not least, the last tab on the dashboard here is Leaderboards. So there is a way to play the game. I know there is. I've actually seen screenshots inside the OMI Discord as well. So I do think it has to do with this whole recent application update. As soon as I get word from this mod, hopefully I can get in and hopefully get some content out for you guys in terms of, you know, some more specifics and stuff like that. But Deathstroke right now is number 1 with 150 trophies. There's only 10 people, so I have a feeling this might be a mock-up as well, but whatever. Or it's just all developers. That is a fat Shiba Inu. It's a hunting dog from Japan, a small to medium-sized breed. It is the smallest of the 6 original breeds of dogs native to Japan. Its name literally translates to brushwood dog, as it is used to flush game. Additions, 100, intelligence 100, defense 50, attack 50, and it's a rainbow rare. Ladies and gents, that's going to conclude today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. That's going to be some more information on Tengoku Senso, the dashboard layout, as well as some things you can actually get in-game in terms of attire, pets, and weapons and stuff like that. With Christmas right around the corner and also apparently more beta invites, I have been messing around with a floor plan platform, just kind of sketching out a bunch of house plans and stuff like that I want to build inside the VeVeverse. So if you are somebody who is going to be interested in my service, virtual building, to help build out your virtual space, let me know in the comment section down below, DM me over on Twitter, Instagram, and I can start kind of sketching out some stuff for you. So last but not least, we do also have a Marvel Snap event happening this weekend. It's going to be on Saturday at 12 p.m. EST. So anybody interested, you can join as a Cub or Panther and battle it out over in the Discord. But if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see in a future episode. As for next, I'll catch you then.